The market for pre-owned luxury watches has been slowing down in the past few weeks, and that is a surprise, especially after the surge in 2022. At first, we thought it wasn't something to worry about, but Watchfinder, a dealer specializing in pre-owned timepieces, has lowered their prices as demand for Cartier's tank rises and the price of Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet fall. Today we want to share what we know is happening in the second-hand luxury watch market, and trust us when we say the numbers will surprise you. Since reaching an all-time high in the latter part of 2021 and throughout the first quarter of 2022, the prices of most sought-after models produced by Rolex, Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet have been gradually falling. Folks, this trend is expected to continue for the foreseeable future, so it's pretty severe. Why this decline? The value of a high-quality timepiece has decreased in tandem with the slowdown of the economy, the increase in interest rates, and the steep fall in the price of cryptocurrencies. The once sought-after Rolex Daytona, Patek Nautilus and Audemars Piguet Royal Oak models have been flooded onto the market by dealers and investors. This has resulted in a 24% decline in a luxury watch market index compiled by Watch Charts during the past 12 months. The index includes 60 watches produced by 10 of the world's most prestigious and expensive watch brands. But with all that is happening, Rolex maintains its position as the industry standard. The chief executive officer of Watchfinder has stated that the average cost of a luxury timepiece purchased through the website is $8,445. This pattern has remained relatively stable despite the fact that consumers have responded to price reductions by purchasing higher-end models at reduced rates. According to Van der Vol's explanation, the change is mostly driven by rebalancing of what it is that we sell, he said. Some of the higher-end stuff, with prices settling down, became more attractive. According to sales data compiled by Watchfinder, Rolex maintains its position as the most well-known and valued luxury watch brand. Cartier watches, which were produced by the Richmond Jewellery Company, are an excellent example of a brand that is gaining appeal despite its more affordable price tags. Interesting, isn't it? Van der Vol anticipates that Cartier, which is currently the 6th most popular brand by volume, will rise to the 5th place in the not-too-distant future as a result of the achievements of the Tank and Santos models. This is due to the success of both of these models. By the way, Watchfinder is one of the most prominent online merchants specializing in pre-owned luxury timepieces. The company's headquarters are located in the United Kingdom. Additionally, the corporation has extended into Europe, the United States, and Asia markets. It also has physical stores in London, Paris, Geneva, Munich, Hong Kong, and New York, enabling it to monitor customer demand trends within the watch business. Now, they reported that the decrease in price and increase in supply did not come as a surprise to the business. On the other hand, neither the speed nor the breadth of the sell-off was anticipated to be as great as they have been. Again, Watchfinder, which already buys watches for resale on its website and in its stores, is growing by opening a trading platform in the United Kingdom. This is part of Watchfinder's expansion plans. Watchfinder's new initiative will allow commercial businesses and private individuals to post watches for sale on the website. Private sellers will be required to pay a sales charge of $210 per timepiece, while commercial vendors will receive a cut of 4.9% of the final sale price. Now listen to this. When a watch is put up for sale on the website, Watchfinder will examine it to validate its authenticity and validate it in its proper operating order before it is actually sold. Because of this move, the company is now in direct rivalry with eBay Inc. and Chrono24 GmbH, the two largest online platforms for exchanging timepieces. As prices for pre-owned watches have decreased, Chrono24 has recently reorganized its business and has let go of approximately 13% of its workforce. On Thursday, the firm reported sales for its fiscal third quarter that were lower than projected, particularly in the United States. As a result, the market price of the company shares dropped by as much as 16.5% in London. As of 11:15 in the morning local time in London, the share price had regained 8.5% of the loss it had sustained earlier. Stay with us because this may be a foreboding sign that the booming luxury watch market, propelled by American buyers' rediscovery of premium mechanical timepieces in the wake of the pandemic, is about to cool down. The rediscovery of excellent mechanical watches drove this trend in the wake of the pandemic. Investors are looking for signs of weakness in the rapidly growing sector due to recent events such as increased inflation, slower economic development, and the decline in the value of cryptocurrencies. Consumers in the United Kingdom feel the repercussions of a weakening economy and steadily increasing costs, for starters, who are also suffering. In the year in question, increased demand from the United States contributed to Swiss watch exports reaching a new all-time high of more than $24 billion. Despite this, export growth in December was over 5%, significantly lower than the double-digit rates observed earlier in the year. With a 17% increase in revenue to $494 million, Watches of Switzerland fell short of industry analysts' forecasts. The analysts at Jefferies projected revenues of $180 million in the United States. Thus, the actual $169 million was a miss for the company. This deficit was the result of decreased growth as a result of acquisitions. Nonetheless, the Chief Executive Officer of Switzerland Watches, Brian Duffy, claimed that there were no signs of a slowdown in the market for luxury goods such as Rolex and other leading brands of watches. According to Duffy, after customers received the call that one of their watches was finally available, they began delaying the purchase of their other watches in anticipation of receiving the same call. He said, "That's the only thing that we've seen." According to Duffy, many high-end watch manufacturers have implemented price hikes of approximately 4% since the beginning of the year. Rolex, Omega, Patek Philippe and Zenith are all included in this category. Interestingly, Watches of Switzerland is the most successful Rolex watch store in the United Kingdom and a key supplier in the United States. Although there has been a sizable increase in demand for new Rolex watches, the prices of pre-owned models, which typically trade at a premium to retail pricing, have decreased substantially since the first quarter of 2022. This is despite the fact that there has been a significant increase in the demand for new Rolex watches. During the previous year, the Watch Chart's Rolex Model Secondary Market Index had a decline that was equal to 19%. The most well-known watchmaker in Switzerland, Rolex, launched a certified pre-owned program with its official retailers 1 year ago to broaden their presence in the secondary market. According to Duffy, Watches of Switzerland is now discussing with Rolex to begin selling certified pre-owned Rolex at its locations. The company has high aspirations of beginning sales of these CPO Rolex timepieces before the end of the year. And we have high aspirations for the entire second-hand luxury watch market.